Okay. So this story is it's not crazy to me in the least.
Mm,
How they handled it is what's a little crazy to me. So
okay.
they found this radioactive wasp nest where they used to make nuclear bombs in South Carolina.
Mm.
So that in itself didn't really
Do
surprise me.
people live around there?
They did. It's the Savannah River site. So,
Oh my
and it had, I
gosh.
mean, a lot of these sites have notorious histories that radiation leaks, or they've stored the radiation
Hmm.
incorrectly, or when they first started doing that in the 40s and the 50s, they didn't really know what to do and they did it incorrectly, or then they tried to redo it or just bury it
Hmm.
instead of properly disposing of it or
Yeah.
encasing it
Yep.
in lots and lots of concrete. Um, so this nest was found near where they were storing liquid nuclear waste. All
Mm.
right.
How
This,
did they find it?
that is a great
And they just
question.
like
And
tested the
they
wasp or
didn't
something?
quite answer that, but
Hmm.
apparently they had some out. They were like, checking the area. The Geiger counter goes off. Maybe I should check this out.
Hmm.
That nest had radiation levels 10 times above federal limits.
Oh man.
But they were like, "Oh, no big deal. Nobody's in danger." Oh,
10
okay,
times
nobody's
the
in
limit?
10 times the limit.
Mm.
So all they did was spray the nest with insect killer.
No,
I'm
that's not
like,
gonna help.
if it's a radioactive nest, they're probably laughing at that. Do you know what
Hmm.
I mean? Like, ha ha ha, try hit me again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
I'm like, okay, clearly
Man.
something's not quite right. So maybe there's some other cleanup that needs to happen besides trying to get rid of this one nest.
There's been some interesting reporting in a number of sites around America just about this issue. I read a piece, I think, was it Time Magazine last week or the week before, about in New Mexico or wherever they were doing, where Oppenheimer was
Mm-hmm.
testing
Mm-hmm.
for the Manhattan Project, and they were testing, and noises would be heard, and like there was a girls camp, and all of a sudden snow started falling from the sky, and of course we now know it was radiation that was radiating these young women, and
Yep.
they're all dead now, but they never got a full explanation from the government, who was being secretive about it for an understandable reason, but they were never compensated or
Mm-hmm.
protected. And
There's no justice
it's
there.
hard to, yeah, it's difficult to read those stories now, and brave work for reporters to be doing, and now it's really hard to dig up all that stuff
It
from
is.
so long ago,
It
but
is. I mean, think Pitcher,
yeah,
Oklahoma.
so
Pitcher,
unfortunate.
Oklahoma is,
Yes.
a
Mhm.
ghost town now because it is a Superfund site.
Mhm.
Um, so that's what's happened. So now there's a watchdog group that's really criticizing
The
these
handling of it.
actions and the handling of
Yeah.
it, and then just saying, no big deal. But yeah, that is a big
Yeah, I guess
deal.
in the end it just feels to me like, things that happen historically, you can't change that, but we know better, we need to do better now.
Absolutely.
Spraying it with wasp spray now is not better. That's not adequate. That's not okay.
No, it is not
The
okay.
storage and all that happened in the past, that's done with.
Hmm.
But let's figure out a way to better handle the situation now, because
Yes.
we know how damaging all that stuff is
Yeah.
now.
Yes. And how it
Mhm.
can cover areas much larger than what they had
Yeah,
originally thought.
lifetime consequences. I mean, the rates of
Yes.
cancer and all of it are just go through the roof when you've been
Yes.
exposed to all of
So
that.
where else has this leaked or leached or
Exactly.
or
Where
gone?
else? Hmm.
Where is this liquid being housed now? Or did you even move it or change it or do something different? So I think there's more to this story,
Yeah.
plenty more, but
Mhm.
just very interesting. And yeah,
Glad we're watching it.
I am too,
Hmm.
actually. I absolutely am too.